This is a quick introduction to a game that we're calling Powers. Notice the question mark at the end. Powers is a card game where players use questionable superpowers to prevent odd crimes being committed by unordinary villains. It's a storytelling game where you use the cards in your hand to choose the direction you want the action to take. The rest is then simply up to you. Here's an example scenario. Say that this is you.
Hey!
And while walking home from work one day, you run into a family of what appear to be doomsday preppers.
Gasp.
Their crime? They won't stop talking about their fantasy football team.
To Rob Gronkowski because as a tight end, when he
You need to
gets
stop
that
these guys,
differential, that's
or at
all
least
I
get
have.
away from them. But how? Well, you can speak a little Spanish.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
No. You're also good looking enough to where people give you preferential treatment.
Ooh.
That won't work either. You wish that you had a superpower like super strength or flight, but you're not going to find anything like that in this game. You thankfully have another power up your sleeve. Farting gives you a speed boost of 20 miles an hour. Unknown to the doomsday preppers, you ate cabbage and hummus for lunch.
Hasta la vista.
Nicely done, but let's back up. Now imagine that if instead of a family of doomsday preppers, the villain had been a nerd seeking vengeance, or Frankenstein's monster. Instead of talking nonstop about their fantasy football team, they were trying to get your pet to like them more than you. Or they're always making subtly racist comments that make you feel uncomfortable. And imagine that instead of having turbo farts, your superpower is that you just run around making car noises.
Vroom, beep beep.
Or that you could summon a Patronus that looks and sounds like Danny DeVito. How would those change the story? There are countless combinations of powers, villains, and crimes, and how the story goes down is all up to you. Well, until it gets to the other players in the group at least. Then they decide how they want to take on the villain and their crime. The player with the most enjoyable story takes the round, but the goal overall is just to have fun. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out our Kickstarter page for more information.